Hey there, welcome to episode 1 on Fox Farms. This is Male Dad. Today we are going to be starting out on this farm. The only thing that I have bought so far would be the farmland itself, just where I will keep all my tractors and all my equipment. That is all we have bought as of yet, although I did change a few things. So I got rid of the original silos that were lined up along here. I did get my multi-fruit buying station, and I put in a bale storage that holds 1,000 pieces. And then I also added this addable trigger to make this silo here actually be useful. It will hold 10 million liters of whatever product I want to put in there. And I also need to put down my mobile selling station. I will not use this selling station for the entire video or the series. I will just be using it here at the beginning because I am starting in start from scratch mode. So I did start out with $500,000, but once I sold all the equipment that came with the farm, it did bring me up to about 2 million. And so purchasing the land and my few placeables I put down has me at 1.449 million. So I am going to use the trick that I showed you all in my very first video for cheating in money. I'm going to get myself up to about $10 million so that I can buy some actual fields. What I'm going to do is buy field 25, 22, 20, 19, 18, 23, 21, 24, and 26. There is a cow farm or a cow barn area here with field 26 or plot 3. I will be removing the cow barns and I would be putting in chicken coops because that is what we're dealing with. We're going to have chickens. We're going to have a lot of chickens. 7 chicken coops is the maximum, so we will have 7,000 chickens. And our goal will be to reach $1 billion by the end of the series. We will do other things to supplement. So chickens eat wheat, barley, or sorghum. We will be planting wheat to feed the chickens, and then the byproduct that we get from that will be straw. So we will be making straw bales, and we will be selling those straw bales to help supplement what we make from not only selling older chickens at a higher price, but also their eggs. And if we need to supplement with any other products, then we will, but I do want to try to keep it basically at chickens, eggs, and straw. So, that all being said, let's go ahead and buy our tractor. We're going to go ahead and get the Case IH Magnum 340 to 400 series special edition FL, base price $312,000. I'm going to raise this up to the Magnum 400 Power Drive Twin Turbo 3 for an extra $60,000. We're going to go with Michelin tires, and we're going to do the flotation tires plus weights. Warning signs, yes. LED strobes, I really like the green and white. 3-point attacher, front load attacher, yes. Main body color, well, I'm a mailman, so let's use some male colors. Do white for the interior. This tractor does come with a saddle tank. If you choose it, it will hold like fertilizer that you can use to refill a fertilizer spreader. I'm not going to use the tank, so there's no point in even picking the color. And let's see, rim colors, we'll go with white as well. Alrighty, $382,000. Now we're going to go get our auger wagon. And we're going to get the Lizard Logistics RRW 500 multi auger wagon from the T440 multi harvester pack. Set it at 10 million. Sign color red, rim color white. Don't ask me why, but I love that. Alright, $92,000. Okay, so we got our tractor. We have our auger wagon. And I'm going to take this on up to the farm and start using my little cheat. And I will see you all in just a few minutes. And I'm back. As you can see, I'm not at the full 10 million, but that's because I have spent some money. I have bought my harvester and the harvester header. I have bought a truck, a gooseneck auto-loading bale trailer, and a baler. And I have set up 7 chicken coops. We'll go ahead and turn that off. I've set up 7 chicken coops on this land right over here to my west. I did get rid of the cow barns that were here. So this is where we are going to be starting our chicken operation. But first, we need to buy the rest of our fields that we're going to start with and harvest anything that is ready to be harvested. And if we look at the map, we have 3 fields of sorghum, 1 field of barley. I have not bought these fields yet, but I'm about to. And none of them are ready to harvest yet. That's not good. But we will get it done. We will get it done. I will say this field here that has sugar beets, I'm just going to plow that over. I'm not going to buy or even rent a harvester just for the sugar beets. I know that I can get some profit off of it, but I would rather just go ahead and start planting wheat, which is going to be our primary crop. So, that all being said, oh Lord, okay, so we've got potatoes too. That will probably be plowed up as well. I'm not dealing with potatoes in this series. Yeah. So actually, since chickens eat sorghum, when these sorghum fields are ready to be harvested, we will have sorghum for the chickens for food. We're going to have a lot of chickens. Each coop holds 1,000 chickens. We've got 7 coops. That's going to be 7,000 chickens. Granted, we're not going to start out with 7,000. We're going to let them build and, reproduce, have babies, have little chicks, little chicky nuggies. But in the meantime, we will prepare what fields we can to start producing wheat, because that will end up being our primary food source for the chickens. But starting out with sorghum, when the sorghum is ready to be planted, which might be next month by the looks of it here, maybe the month after that, it'll be a good start. It will be a good start. So let's go ahead and start buying fields. And that we're already down to 1.8 million. 790 million, or 790,000, Jesus. And now we're down to 116,000. So we are going to, let's see, I think another million or so should do. So I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. While I was finishing up purchasing land and everything, I went ahead and bought all my equipment that I'm going to start with. So I now have 2 tractors. I have a planter that direct drills, and it is also set up to roll afterwards, so I don't have to go back over with a roller. Save huge time saver. And it also puts down fertilizer, liquid fertilizer that is. Then over here I also have my second tractor. I have a baler. I have the 9MT plow, and I have it attached to this lizard rear weight. It will make plowing a lot faster. For some reason that allows the tractor to go faster while it's plowing. Then I also have a fertilizer spreader already filled with 10,000 liters of solid fertilizer. And my auger wagon. I just filled my planter with liquid fertilizer and seed. So I have 75,000 liters of seeds and 25,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. That will be awesome once we get there. Over here I have the SM82 plow, just so I can cover more area once I combine fields. And it also has the lizard rear weight, makes plowing a lot faster. Then I have my Grim Reaper 2000 harvester, made by Lizard, and the Titan Draper header. I have my auto loading bale trailer, which I also used to move some of this equipment over here. It did make it a lot easier. And I have this 40-foot flatbed. Oh, I'm sorry, that is the wrong thing. I have the Best Way AG Retriever SLT 16 Hybrid Track HD3. It's a cutter trailer, and it is best used, at least from what I can see, for moving around the SM82. It hooks to the back of the trailer, and then when you fold it, it lifts it up with this arm right here. It makes for moving that wide trail, or that wide plow, a lot easier. So, that all being said, as I said, we did go ahead and get all these fields bought. So all these fields are now mine. I have put in the chicken coops. So now we have to do field prep. Because I'm not keeping the potatoes, I'm not keeping the red beets. I'll be honest, I'm not keeping the corn. I'm not going to go out and buy a header to harvest one field of corn. So, that all being said, let's go ahead and park this planter. And I'll park the baler. And we will get our plows and start getting those fields ready. Now the sorghum fields we're going to let grow. They're going to be the first amount of food for our chickens when we buy our chickens. We have not bought the chickens yet. Not going to buy the chickens until I have some sort of food supply built up for them. So after I get my first harvest on the sorghum, then I will go ahead and buy chickens. That way we can get their feed in there, let them start rocking and rolling, doing their thing. Alright. Sorry about the trees. Okay, now we've got our NMT. Let's go ahead and park this baler. Where do we want to park the baler? This is the Quick Bale, also by Lizard. I do have it. I cannot back this thing up for anything. I do have it branded Case. Everything else seems to be Case, so may as well just keep going with Case. I like Case. I love their setup, their colors. Like it's all cool. Alright, we got this big SM82. I will say, if you're trying to go max speed with this sucker, it is quite difficult. So, where are we going to start? We're going to start right here with the potatoes. Let's unfold this sucker. And we will be combining fields. I will not take out this road until we get to the other side of the chicken coops. I will stop the road there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lower the plow. I know, it's terrible taking out these potatoes. So, just so we're clear, yes, this plow is going to be for, clearing a wider area. The other plow, this plow, is going to be mainly for touch up and joining fields. So we're going to come up here to the other end of the potato field while that AI helper is doing his thing. And we are going to do ours. And of course, I lowered the weight and not the plow. So, just so everybody can see, this is what happens when you have crop destruction on. If you drive over it with, well, I think any tires, but I think wider ones tend to do more damage. So I'm really going to have to be careful once I actually have the crop that I want in there. Now, I'm going to turn on create fields. And we're going to run kind of parallel to the edge of that mud. Let's back this up. Alright, we're going to cut straight across and right into that corn. Don't have access to that land. Oh, that's right, you got to buy the road. Okay, well, let's do it. There we go. What is my helper doing? Okay. That's not what I was expecting him to do, but that actually works. Uh, don't need the grass field, and I was going to get rid of the red beets anyway, so we'll let him keep doing his thing. Cool. Do need to watch and make sure he doesn't get all the way over into the sorghum, though. That would be a problem. All right, so we're going to turn off create fields. That way, all I'm doing is plowing the already established field here. I'm going to work on that, and I will be back with you all in a moment. We are almost done plowing these fields together. As you can see, I have not touched the sorghum. We are going to let that grow so that we can harvest it and have sorghum as a food source, a starting food source for our chickens. There's not much left. After seeing what the barley field looked like, I decided to just go ahead and plow it up as well. It would have taken longer to wait for it to grow than the sorghum, so there was no point in saving it just so I can get the little bit of straw that I would have gotten off of it and sold the barley for what I would have sold it for. I'd rather have this field ready. That way, once the 3 sorghum fields are harvested, all I have to do is plow them up, tie them in with the rest of the field, and then plant the whole thing as wheat. So I'm going to go ahead and take this tractor back to the farm. The other tractor with the worker is just about done. He's got maybe I'd say 2 more passes to go, and then he'll be done. And then we'll park that tractor and that plow, and we will move ahead 1 month in game. Hopefully the sorghum will be ready to harvest at that point, and we shall see. So let me get this plow parked back in here. Let's see what this guy's got left. Yep, I would say that's 2 passes. I don't think he's going to be able to get that in 1. But as you can see, we have taken 25, 26, 24, 21, which he's working on now, 20, and 23. They have all been plowed together. 19, 18, and 22 are sorghum. They are still growing. And once they are harvested, this will all get plowed together, and it'll be one giant wheat field. All the food for our chickens. So our AI worker, our helper, whatever you want to call him, has 1 more pass here, and then I will take that back to the farm. So I will see you in just a bit when we move forward 1 month. Back. Got everything put away. All the tools have been put away. So let's go ahead and go over to the house. And we will see you next month. Alrighty, now we're in September. Loan interest. Oh, I didn't even realize I had loans. Let's see. 200,000 in loans. We'll go ahead and pay that off right now, get that done and out of the way so we don't have to worry about it later. Alright, so now we're down to $943,000. Not a problem. And let's see how the fields are looking. Alright, perfect. Just as I had hoped, the sorghum is ready to harvest. So let's go ahead and get our reaper. And we're going to head on over, harvest these fields real quick. Go up to this header. Let's try this again. I can't drive for nothing. Alright, now we've hooked it up. Unfold the header. Now I do believe sorghum does not leave a straw swath, which is fine. Once we have harvested all the sorghum, we will go ahead and buy our first round of chickens for each coop and get them fed after we see how much sorghum we end up with. So I'm going to get started on this and I will see you in a minute. Alright, so these fields are pretty big. I have hired a worker, so I've got a worker going here, almost done with this field, and then one more field there of sorghum. While this worker is working on this, I'm getting ahead of the game, trying to save some time, and going ahead and getting this plowed up, and also joining these fields. So if you look, we have taken the first sorghum field that we started harvesting. That is already plowed up and joined in, and we've come around here. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. You know, the point is to get a crop down. So all this is one big giant field. And once all this is harvested, this will be part of the field, and then this will be part of the field as well. Also, I did remove a couple trees down here, so I will end up bringing the smaller plow through here and making this a nice, somewhat straight line, as straight as I can get it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we will go from there. So, getting back to this plow here, as soon as this AI worker, helper, gets done with this pass, I'm going to get him started on the next field, the last field that we are harvesting today. As you can see right now, we are just over 500,000 liters of sorghum. That is great. That is, oh, so great. That should give us a huge boost for feeding the chickens. Once this last sorghum field is harvested, I will go ahead and take everything and dump it into my silo. That way I can focus on plowing these fields together. And then we will take it from there. Alrighty, set this on a worker. Now I can worry about plowing this field. And I will do that, and I will see you all in just a minute. Alrighty, so this worker is just about done harvesting the sorghum. 2 more passes after this one. The last one's going to be a small strip to grab up, but that's quite alright. We are currently at 737,000 liters of sorghum. This is great. This is awesome. Alright, so checking in on our plow worker. He's doing a great job. Is that a he? Yep, that's a he. He's doing great. It's just coming right along, coming together. And then we have also brought down our auger wagon to take all the sorghum out of the harvester. And honestly, I will probably take it on down to the chicken coops and start filling them up while the worker on the plow finishes plowing this. Then, and it's going to take a lot. Then it's time to start seeding this entire huge field with wheat. Oh boy. I may have bit off more than I can chew. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, not much left to go. Get the sorghum out of here. It's so exciting. I feel like eventually I will probably own the entire map and just start planting, I don't know, maybe grass to make silage to sell at the bio plant. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm sure I will need something to supplement my chickens and the eggs that we get from the chickens. Alright, last little strip here. I'll finish this up. Thank you very much. Sorry I had to fire you, worker. Well, we're going to get the sucker up to 50 miles an hour. Get this done. This is a really huge field. But it's going to yield a lot if we do things right. I do have lime turned off. I have weeds turned off. And, some people want to have full realism, and I get that. I'm trying to save time. I am playing on the PlayStation 5, and I will say the way I play on my own, for my own enjoyment, is a little bit different than how I play here for my videos. And why is that not dumping? Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this worker started here on this. And then I will figure out what is going on with that auger wagon, why it's not taking the sorghum. Very strange. I thought I had it lined up. Maybe I don't. Let's go ahead and get this line cut. Hired on the worker. He should be fine. I don't think he's going to hit the telephone poles. I hope. Oh, unfold auger wagon. That would explain it. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so we're going to get all of this sorghum. I do love how fast it fills and unloads. Alright, 768,493 liters. Let's run this down to the chicken coops. I can honestly say I do not remember how much food they hold, so we're going to find out here in just a moment. I am really enjoying how this is coming together. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, let's see how much that took. 70,000 liters. Okay, so each one of these coops holds 70,000 liters. Not bad, not bad at all. We're going to get them all filled up. That is going to take a decent amount of what I just harvested. And that also will give me a very good idea of how much wheat I will need to be harvesting every year. Granted, I don't know yet how fast the chickens are going to eat up this food. 1,000 chickens, which, once again, I'm not starting with 1,000. I believe I'm going to start with maybe 250 in each coop. But we shall see. Who knows? I may end up having to buy feed until my wheat field is done. And once I start making some profit, I will probably have to buy more fields to have more wheat, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so after filling all of the chicken coops, I'm left with 278,493 liters, and I'm going to go ahead and put a silo over here. We're going to go with which one? Aha, this one right here, the silo extra large, 50 million. Good golly, Miss Molly. It did cost $50,000. Not a big deal. We still have 881,637. Alright, we're going to offload all that sorghum. Good deal. And we are going to fold up the auger wagon. We're going to put this sucker away. After I go ahead and buy my chickens. Where is that trigger? Aha, it's at the back of the building. Okay. Alright, so here's the question. Do we start out with just a bunch of babies? Yeah. They're cheaper. Alright, we'll go 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. Alright, so that's 250 in there. Go ahead and shut this up. Say, why isn't that closing? Whoa. Alright, and then we're going to do the same for all of these. All right, 250. $250. The reason why I'm not maxing them out at 100, or I'm sorry, 1,000, is because I'm planning on them having babies. Whoa, that is a huge dip in the ground right there. I'll fix that in a little bit. I plan on them having babies, and then as these first 250 grow up, it'll start a cycle. So when they become full-on adults and they're at their max selling price, then I will sell them and then rotate the newer ones in. They'll have babies and so forth, and the process will just continue and continue and continue. All right, 250. 3 more. $250. And last but not least, and 250. Okay, so we have 7 coops. Each coop has 250 chickens right now. They are all fully stocked up on their feed. 70,000 liters. Their health is 0, but they just went in. Not a big deal. Ooh, and my worker is almost done plowing this field. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and get the harvester folded up. Fold the header, which actually unfolds the wheels. Lower it down, detach. And once I get the harvester put away, as well as the auger wagon, I'll come down here and grab this tractor with the plow, get it put away. And honestly, I need to buy another planter. This is just too big for one planter to have to deal with. So I'm gonna have both tractors going, each with their own planter, each filled with, whoa! Gotta watch your speed. Each with, full amount of fertilizer and seed. And then, we'll get that field planted, get it fertilized, get it double fertilized. And then we will move forward 1 month and see what we have as far as the chickens with the eggs. We will need to get another trailer. I'm not going to use that bale trailer for hauling the eggs simply because it's set for auto loading bales, and I'd rather not. I will look around though and see what we have in the mod hub as far as the auto auto-loading pallets. I believe there's a, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, either Flegel or Fligel flatbed, which means I would have to get a semi-truck. Not a problem. I have the money. I can afford it. That I believe will auto-load pallets. But yeah, I will check that out and see what we have, see what I can find. Alright, looking for any missed spots on the field before we get the planters out. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Alright, let's get these tractors put away, or get this plow and the auger wagon put away. And I will see you in just a little bit. Okay, so I did buy a flatbed trailer here that auto loads pallets, which I do love. I'm using the TLX pup trailer mod. Technically this flatbed is designed to go on the back of a TLX semi truck, but with this trailer adapter it can be pulled by, you know, a tractor or a truck. And speaking of tractors, as you can see, I've also bought a second planter to make it easier for planting that wheat. So I'm going to get everything taken down to the farm, and I'm going to call it a night. And I'll see you in the next episode where we will be planting our wheat. See you next time. Peace. Thank you so much for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe. And we will see you next time here on Fox Farms.